Happening today in Southeast Portland, a new art exhibit putting a spotlight on Indigenous artists from Alaska.
The nationally touring exhibit is called Protection, Adaptation, and Resistance. And tonight you can join a grand opening celebration at the Center for Native Arts and Culture. Joining us now with more on the significance of this exhibit and to talk about some of the featured artists is Mandy Yepo, who's Director of Marketing with Native Arts and Cultures Foundation. And we also have exhibit curator Asia Freeman. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, well, Asia, first of all, tell us about the exhibit and its importance to the Native Alaskan community.
Absolutely. This exhibit centers Indigenous ways of knowing. So over the last few years, as we've all weathered the pandemic, I was really amazed to see some of the incredible age-old and customary art forms that Indigenous artists across Alaska were excited to share in many Zoom-based or masked, socially distanced kind of gatherings to reinforce community across tremendous distance. And so we had, for example, Lily Hope, a weaver, Tlingit weaver, taught Chilkat mask making, the Chilkat protector, to artists all over Alaska and even a few outside who are from Alaska and wanted to renew their connection and their knowledge of traditional art forms in ways that their ancestors who survived pandemic, 100 years before when the Spanish influenza hit Alaska, for example.
Yeah.
These are things that Indigenous people know how we survived. And the stories that come with that are tremendous stories of resilience and adaptation that really ultimately strengthen communities and show we can get through this.
Yeah, it's so interesting, Mandy, when we look at some of the issues that not just communities in Alaska, Indigenous communities in Alaska face, but really Indigenous communities across the U.S. face. I think this exhibit has the ability to touch on some really big themes. The impact that climate change has had on Indigenous peoples, the continued issues with missing Indigenous women and girls. Talk about some of the big issues that you're able to explore through this exhibit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think as you enter the exhibit, one of the most striking things that you'll see is this giant 12-foot kispek. Is that how it's pronounced?
18-foot wingspan.
Yeah, of hand sewn together with bed sheets. It's basically a traditional hooded shirt for Alaska Natives, but on it is hand-drawn portraits of over 200 missing Alaska Native women that have gone missing since the 1950s. And so seeing their faces on this giant, hooded clothing, like it really personalizes that these women, existed and their families are still searching for them.
Asia, tell us about some of the artists that are featured and their significance in the community.
Well, I think of them all as my mentors. They're luminaries. They may be young, like the youngest person in the show who will be with us tonight is Ellie Tansey. She's Atna Rosebud Sioux. She's from interior Alaska, and she was one of 7 learners who studied how to make a traditional seal oil lamp. And she studied with Kunak, who just received a governor's award from the state of Alaska a few nights ago for her tremendous work in perpetuating Native language and culture. She just started an immersion language program in her home village of Bethel. So there's just these wonderful intersections that are happening to uplift, to deepen networks, and elevate some of our greatest teachers. Linda Starbird, she's Vera Starbird's mother, the well-known playwright. Linda led a cohort of Tlingit cedar bark hats that adorn these beautiful herring robes. The herring robes were made by a group of women who want to protect the herring stocks, traditional and central to Tlingit lifeways. And so, these stocks are in danger of being overfished commercially. I grew up in a fishing family, so I respect the complex issues that Alaskans have to maneuver. But most of all, Indigenous lifeways are sustainable lifeways. And that's what this exhibit uplifts.
Yeah.
What we have to learn to perpetuate a good future really comes from listening to our elders and from our past. And the artists carry those stories.
Yeah, it's so interesting to take that look back to learn how to move forward. So Mandy, tell us about the event happening tonight to kick off the exhibit and how people can come and check it out.
Yes, so we have an opening at 6 p.m. Asia's going to lead a little tour of the exhibit for those that are coming in. But then at 7 o'clock, we're going to have opening remarks. We have several of the exhibiting artists with us that will be speaking and sharing about their work. We have the Alaska Native singers that will be there blessing and kicking off the event as well. So it's at CNAC, the Center for Native American Arts and Cultures Foundation. It's at 800 10th Southeast 10th Street. And if for some reason, though, you don't make it tonight, the exhibit will be open Fridays 4 to 7 p.m. through August 4th. So pretty much all summer, come down and check it out. It's really, really amazing.
Fantastic.
All right. Yeah, Mandy and Asia, thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it. And you can catch this new exhibit today through August 4th. It's located at the Center for Native Arts and Cultures on Southeast 10th and Belmont. And for more information, go to nativeartsandcultures.org.